Hello everyone. In the video, we are going to cover 5 best Canon lenses for portraits on a budget in the market, which are the best for you considering some unavoidable factors that you might miss out without watching this video. Here, we are going to give you an impartial review to help you out to find the best from a plenty of irrelevant products. For more info and updated pricing of the products mentioned in the video, make sure to check the links in the description below. Let's start. Number 1. Our best pick is Canon EF S 24mm f/2. 8 lenses for portraits. Even though most Canon cameras out there are quite large in size as they are DSLR cameras, Canon does offer quite compact lenses that use a pancake lens design like this one. This Canon lens for portrait is present in the first position in this listicle as it is the most compact option given here thanks to its pancake lens design. Because this is a EF S lens, it is made for Canon APS-C crop sensor cameras. As for its focal length, it is a 24mm lens which results in a full-frame equivalent focal length of 38.4mm. And considering the size of this lens, its given aperture of f/2. 8 is also quite decent. Moving over to other features of this lens, it supports a filter thread of 52mm, which is one of the smallest out there. And a great thing about this lens is that it has a superb minimum focusing distance of 0.16 m for great macro shots along with portrait shots. And despite its highly compact form factor, Canon has still included autofocus compatibility with it. Number 2. Our second best pick is Canon EF 50mm f/1.4 lenses for portraits. Canon offers all kinds of prime lenses that can be used for all kinds of applications where its nifty 50 prime lenses are considered to be highly versatile because of the given focal length. This Canon lens for portrait is present in the first position in this list as it is the most versatile prime lens present in this list. Since this is an EF lens, it is made for full-frame sensor cameras. Because of the given focal length of 50mm, this lens offers a medium field of view which is neither too wide nor too telephoto. And unlike its budget alternative, this one comes with a much faster aperture of f/1.4 for amazing bokeh. Since this is a prime lens, it is quite small in size and uses a filter thread of 58mm for allowing you to use smaller filters with ease. You also get a decent minimum focus distance of 0.45 m with this lens, which makes it quite practical for close-up photos. And since this is a Canon prime lens, it also offers superb autofocus performance for all of your photography needs. Number 3. Our third best pick is Canon EF 85mm f/1.8 lenses for portraits. Canon and its lenses can also be a great option if you want something that offers all the best features that you could want from a lens that is primarily made for portrait photography with full-frame lenses. This Canon lens for portrait is present in the third position in this article because it is the best performing option given in this list. Starting with its compatibility, this Canon lens is made for its full-frame camera. As for the key feature of this lens, it uses a focal length of 85mm, which is perfect for portrait photos if you want a natural look. More importantly, you also get an aperture of f/1.8, which is not only great for low-light photography, but also results in best-class bokeh performance. While this lens might be slightly big in size, it still manages to include a filter thread of 58mm, which is on par with most other Canon lens offerings. Unfortunately, because of the given focal length, you only get a minimum focusing distance of 0.85 m, which is certainly higher than others. Thankfully, the autofocus performance of this lens still makes it the best pick for portrait photography in case you want the best quality pictures. Number 4. Our fourth best pick is Canon EF 50mm f/1. 8 lenses for portraits. Canon also offers budget-friendly and entry-level versions of its prime lenses that can be an ideal option for those who are looking for a high-quality lens at a fraction of the cost. This Canon lens for portrait is the best value for money option present in this list as you not only get a high-quality lens, but it even comes with all sorts of accessories. Taking a closer look at the lens itself, it is made for full-frame sensor cameras despite its entry-level price tag. Because this uses a highly versatile focal length of 50mm, this lens is also known as the Nifty 50, as this can be a great entry-level prime lens for most. Even though it is not the best, the given aperture of f/1.8 is certainly much higher than other budget options out there. When compared to its more premium alternative, this 50mm Canon lens features an even smaller filter thread of 49mm. Not only but you also get a minimum focus distance of 0.35 m with it, which is the best in its class. That being said, despite offering autofocus functionality, it is certainly not as good as the more expensive Canon prime lenses. Number 5. Our fifth best pick is Canon EF S 22mm f/2 lenses for portraits. In case you have one of the newer Canon mirrorless cameras, then you will be glad to know that Canon offers highly compact lens options for portable mirrorless cameras as well. This Canon lens for portraits is the best pick in this listicle for all of those who want a compact lens for their small-size mirrorless Canon camera. As this lens is made for mirrorless cameras, it is only compatible with Canon APS-C crop cameras. Due to this, even with the given focal length of 22mm, its full-frame equivalent focal length happens to be 35mm, which is quite common. You also get a decent aperture of f/2 with this lens, which is pretty good for a pancake lens like this one. Because mirrorless cameras as well as their lenses are pretty small in size, this lens uses a filter thread of 43mm, which is one of the smaller ones out there. Another great thing about this Canon lens is that you get a minimum focus distance rating of 0.15 m with it, which makes it pretty amazing even for close-up photos if needed. And since it is a fairly new lens, its autofocus performance is quite great. Make sure to check the links in the description below. That's all for this review. Feel free to share your feedback.